Hi everyone, welcome to our next Teach It Right Tuesday update video, and these are the messages for the 7th of December. What we've decided to do, certainly from the new year, is separate out some of the things within this video, things like tip of the week and resource feature of the week, just to make it easier for you to find. But certainly we've kept them within this video for this week, and we look forward to covering all the messages with you. So let's make a start. So it's just confirmation that these are the messages for the 7th of December and the main messages coming out of the centres. It was lovely to see lots of parents this weekend, and thank you very much for observing all of the COVID procedures that we had in place. And it was lovely to have you there to talk to you about the block of lessons that children have just had, but also what's going to happen in the next block. And also for those parents that were unable to attend, we do have a drop-in session that we'll be holding tomorrow morning. And this is just an opportunity for you to come along, find out what the content was of block 2, but also to share some general observations about how children fared, but also where we go next into block 3. So if you'd like to come along, it starts at 9:30 and we'll go right up until 12 o'clock, and sort of every half an hour or so we'll repeat that information. But if you just want to drop by, find out how your child is progressing in terms of the content that we're covering, then please do come along. Thank you very much for also being punctual to the lessons. We certainly saw a huge improvement with that this weekend. So thank you for making that huge effort to get your child there at the start of the lesson and certainly not missing out on things like their spelling test. So thank you very much for that. We do have some more face-to-face meetings this week. We've got them tonight, Tuesday night at Burnham and Maidenhead. If we can ask you please to only have one parent per family, also requesting you to wear a face mask as well when you're inside, and please do respect social distancing at all times. But we look forward to feeding back to you about the recent block and outlining the next set of lessons. We're very excited to announce this week that we have put up our Easter and our summer offering. And over the Easter and the summer holidays, we offer revision camps. And these revision camps are for children to come along for 3 consecutive days and go through lots of content, cover off a huge amount, an opportunity for children to practice under time conditions, but also give us a really big opportunity to go over areas that we know that students have found more challenging. And certainly the Easter is a good time to revise things that the children have already done, and certainly over the summer, that consistency of practice is vitally important. Now, we do cover a huge range of different areas, different topics in terms of different exam boards. So we do GL, CEM, we do Reading Boys camps as well, and they are now available to book. There is a £50 discount as well, so they're £245 for the 3 days. That, of course, includes all your child's materials. Over the years, these have been really beneficial, and I know parents have often commented how useful their child has found these courses. Children would bring along their packed lunch and they would be with us, as I say, from 9 to 3 o'clock, and we get through a huge amount of content, but it's a great opportunity to revise all of those 11 plus concepts. Likewise with our mock exams, and we have released those dates as well. We were getting inquiries from some families around potentially booking time away and wanted to know when we were holding those different events. So pretty much every Saturday, certainly over the summer and the Easter, we will be holding mock exams, different locations. Do make sure you're booking the right one, particularly if your child is going for Reading Boys, CEM or GL. Make sure you book the right one. And we've got a special offer at the moment that it is free for the price of 4. So if you are interested in booking some mock exams for your child, we certainly know the benefit of these mock exams, putting your child through their paces, but giving them an opportunity to understand the format of the exam, but also to put them in a situation where it will be similar to the actual exam day itself. The Easter mocks are certainly advisable to do as well as the summer ones, because that certainly does benchmark where your child's at and hopefully gives them some confidence at where they are there, but also there is still time to work on areas of development over the summer term. Last week, we also announced to you some masterclasses that are coming up, and Ati Pillai is going to be doing some maths teaching on a Monday. starting on January the 10th, covering a huge range of maths topics. Each session is worth £15 and it will run between 5 to 6 p.m. We do cover these areas, of course, within a Teachitright Year 5 course, but it may well be that you want to just boost those math skills. We have been talking in the centres recently about how we do feel that maths is lower at the moment, the maths ability of our children is lower, and we want to do everything we possibly can to boost up their skills. So if you're interested in joining Ati Pillai for those math sessions, you can book them in isolation, then please just visit our website and you can book those masterclasses. If we find that the sessions do get booked up, we are likely to probably open up one from 6 to 7 as well. And following on from that, our creative writing masterclasses run by Sarah Howes will be running on a Wednesday. And we know how important creative writing is, particularly for Reading boys. And we'll be running 6 sessions, all covering a variety of different genres, from poetry writing to balanced arguments, also some scary story writing thrown in there as well. And again, you can book those in isolation, depending on the ones that you would like your child to have a go at. Sarah Howes is a very experienced teacher. She teaches a lot of our GCSE students and certainly is very passionate about developing children's writing skills. So even if it's not just for something like the 11 plus and you just want your child to develop their writing and get better at creative writing, then these are certainly the sessions for you. The top-up classes will also begin in January. We've got Hilary Mail and Jyoti Bassi who will be running those. Jyoti Bassi will be doing the GL assessment classes. These will run on a Sunday and they will run for an hour and a half and they will cover all the variations to those curriculums. So if you're interested in the CEM, they will be run by Hilary Mail in the afternoon on a Sunday. But these are certainly perfect if you are going to go for both Berkshire and Buckinghamshire. Certainly what we don't want is children going into those tests and not having that familiarisation of all those different question types. So again, there are still some spaces available. I know CEM is booking up very quickly, but there's certainly spaces on the GL one if that is of interest to you. Thank you to all those parents who have come along to our verbal and our non-verbal workshops. I hope you found them useful. We are looking forward to delving into maths. I know some parents have already booked on that for January the 16th. And that will run between 4 to 6 p.m. And we're looking forward to holding that. And certainly in regards to mathematics, this will give you an insight into what's covered and also answer any questions that you may have about the 11 plus maths syllabus. So hope you can join me on January the 16th between 4 to 6 p.m. and you would need to book that, please, so we can certainly send you a booklet via email. So yeah, do get onto our website to book that place. We have mentioned already, but just to make you aware of our creative writing camp that is going to be run by Josephine Allen over the February half term, 21st, 22nd and 23rd of February. And this is open to any Key Stage 2 students who want to develop their writing. I know Josephine is incredibly passionate about developing writing skills, but this is a face-to-face opportunity for Josephine to look at their writing and really develop their writing skills. We did run one in October half term. It was incredibly successful and they absolutely loved the sessions with Josephine. So if you'd like to book onto that, again, it runs from 9 to 3. Very comprehensive course with all the materials and plenty of feedback given by Josephine as well. Billy has a creative Christmas competition that will run from now until the 31st of December. And we'd love to get some entries with the title Billy the Bookworm Saves Christmas. Those entries need to be sent through to info@teachitright.com and Carly Neighbour will be judging that competition and some lovely prizes to be won as well. So we hope you can have a go at that over the Christmas holidays and don't forget to get those entries sent in. Louise is getting all Christmassy this coming Sunday, and she's going to be introducing a Charles Dickens text, A Christmas Carol, and this will be the last one before we break up before the holidays. There won't be one on the 19th, so this is a last opportunity to come along, join Louise this term for her wonderful book club on a Sunday afternoon. I did pop in this Sunday, and again, it was lovely to see lots of children there and very excited about reading out snippets of their own books. And there's certainly one book that I know is really being enjoyed. I think Dave the Pigeon is making a lot of the children laugh in that club, which is absolutely lovely. But yes, Louise is getting very Christmassy with A Christmas Carol this week. And the 12th of December will be the last one. And we'll resume those again in January. Likewise with the Homework Support Club, the last one will be the 13th of December. Thank you again to all those children that religiously turn up every Monday. I know it doesn't always fit in with people's things and tasks and where they've got other sessions or other activities, but thank you very much for attending. I hope you're finding it useful, and we will continue those on, of course, next term, but the last one will be the 13th, Monday the 13th of December. Now, just so it doesn't get kind of hidden within these videos, we will be separating out these tips of the week because we feel they're very important and certainly hopefully useful for you to get a bit more of an understanding of the syllabus that your child is studying. Last week we looked at spelling. This week we're going to concentrate on punctuation. And for the children going for GL assessment exams, then they have to find or identify a punctuation mistake within a sentence. There are the occasional sentences which don't have any punctuation mistakes at all, and they would need to indicate an N if they didn't find any mistakes. One of the things to to be aware of with punctuation is obviously knowing all the different punctuation marks. I've just got a little snippet here of a lot of the common punctuation marks that children need to know, and it really is worth building up an understanding of how they can be used, when they're used, certainly in regards to things like parenthesis as well, which is really important. And I know my tutors are very passionate about ensuring that children know the function of all those different punctuation marks. It's very hard to identify a punctuation mistake if you don't know the use of an apostrophe, for example, or a colon. So it really is important to learn those and learn the rules for those as well. Now, what we've got here is we've got a couple of questions which have punctuation mistakes in, and it'll be interesting to see if you can spot. So in number 1, we always would recommend to the child in their head to read it. So it might help them identify punctuation as they read. So Windsor Castle stands above the Thames 20 miles from London. Now, children need to realise with proper nouns, they need a capital letter. And I'm sure you've all spotted it. The Thames doesn't have a capital T, but does require one. So capitalisation is important. Let's have a look at number 2. A lady was embarrassed when her blue garter fell to the floor. Now, you may see there a piece of punctuation being used, which is the question mark. But is that a question? No, so it's an incorrect use of the question mark. So therefore, that's the answer. Number 3, we've got the Queen's own flag flies from the castle when she is in residence. Now, Queen's own flag, it's possessive, so the possessive use of the apostrophe is correct there, but you've probably noticed, quite subtly at the end there, there's no full stop. So C would be the answer. And it's important to realise, of course, that the child selects where that punctuation mistake actually is. So it would be B, D and C as the answers. So punctuation, and maybe asking your child whether they know their punctuation marks. Within the email that we're sending today, we will also include a link to the BBC website. It's actually the Key Stage 3 site that is absolutely brilliant at explaining and describing all those high order punctuation marks. So do have a look at that as well. So as I say, we will be separating out the tip of the week going forward, but hope you've been able to access this and watch this today. Moving on, the resource feature. Now, you may remember a few weeks ago, I showed you a set of flashcards produced by Mary Farquhar. Mary Farquhar has produced some wonderful vocabulary flashcards for antonyms, synonyms, compound words. But I wanted to direct you to her actual website, because on her website she has a lot of downloadable worksheets, not only for vocabulary, but some wonderful crosswords as well. And children can really find crosswords quite fun. So do have a look. They're all levelled. There's solutions there as well that you can check, all in a PDF format. And certainly a great idea if you just want something over the holidays just to keep your child engaged with vocabulary, then certainly Mary's website is great to go on. We will put a link again in the email today. But our resource feature this week are Mary Farquhar's worksheets and fun crosswords. So, in summary, our dates, important dates. Louise's book club, the last one of this term, will be the 12th of December, so no session on the 19th. Group parent meetings, as you know, have already started, and we continue to do those right up until Friday evening. But we do have a drop-in session tomorrow that's open from 9:30 to 12. This is an opportunity for you just come along. I'll be there just to talk to you about what the children have been doing, what they're going to be doing, but also answer any questions that you may have. We'll certainly also share some general observations about the block content. So I'd love to see you. I will try and sort of repeat things sort of every half an hour or so. So if you come along at a half an hour setting, then that will mean you won't miss out on any of the content. Block 3, as you know, will start this Saturday. We're very much looking forward to jumping into Block 3 before the Christmas holidays, dealing with verbal and non-verbal reasoning with our Year 5 students. The Year 4s will be tackling a maths block. Very much looking forward to doing that. And it will be our Year 6s. We've only got a couple more lessons left because they will be taking their exams in January, a lot of them. We wish them, of course, all the best, but they've got a few assessments coming up. Masterclasses will start on January the 10th. That will be for maths. And then on the 12th of January, we'll be doing the creative writing masterclasses with Sarah Howes. So our last term session will be the 19th of December, and lessons will resume again on Tuesday the 4th of January. I'd also just like to mention that our office will be closed from the 17th of December. You can leave messages, but please don't expect an immediate reply because the office will be closed up until the 4th of January. Thank you very much for watching this video. Hope you found it beneficial. And of course, we will be doing one more next week before we break up. But thank you very much for joining Billy and I. Bye-bye.